Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time that you get to listen to the video or you see the video. So I would encourage you to share and like the video. So here I come with a presentation on the physiology of third stage of labor, which is just a short clip on the physiology of third stage of labor. So before I go on with the physiology, I would love to define what third stage of labor is. So remember, third stage of labor is the period that begins from the completion of the delivery of the baby up to the time the membranes and the placenta are delivered and hemostasis is achieved. So now, how does this same delivery of the placenta and the membranes and achieving of hemostasis achieved? So this is where we actually talk about the physiology of third stage of labor. In which way does that occur? In what way does that occur? So remember, the physiology of third stage of labor consists of 4 distinct steps. Number 1, we have separation of the placenta. There is separation of the placenta from the walls of the uterus. So what you may notice is that due to contractions and retractions that are occurring in third stage of labor, you may find to say the placenta will start detaching itself from the walls of the uterus. And hence this is going to facilitate the separation of the placenta from the walls of the uterus. Secondly, what will cause the placenta to separate from the walls of the uterus is the formation of a retroplacental clot. So a retroplacental clot is the clot that forms behind the placental site that causes the placenta to detach from its walls. So when I talk about placental separation, I also have to talk about the methods of placental separation. So of which the placenta methods of separation are actually 2. We have the Schuss method and the Matthews-Duncan. So for the Schuss method, it is the most common form of placental separation, in which you find to say the separation will start in the middle, or rather the central part of the placenta. Hence, what you are going to see on the vulva is actually the fetal side of the placenta as it comes or as it detaches. Secondly, we have the Matthews-Duncan, where the placenta separation starts from the edges. So as it starts from the edges, when it comes out, it will come out as a flip. It will flip out, which means what will be visible on the vulva will actually be the maternal side. So now, what could be some of the things that would know or tell us to say the placenta has detached? Number 1, you can talk about the gushing of blood. So immediately the placenta detaches from the walls of the uterus, there is trickling or gushing of blood. Apart from that, there is what we call as elongation of the cord. So the umbilical cord will actually elongate, or it will become more visible outside because the placenta is no longer on the walls of the uterus, hence it has separated, which means it is started descending, it is coming down, which means even the cord will actually become long. So that is on the separation of the placenta, the first thing that happens. Secondly, we have what we call descent of the placenta. So when the placenta detaches from the walls of the uterus, it has to descend now. So descent means it has to start going down into the pelvic frame now, so that it can be delivered. So what you find to say, what will facilitate descent of the placenta is same continuous uterine contractions. That's why you find to say when you're managing third stage of labor, we actually use active management of third stage of labor, where we have to administer oxytocin. So this is just to enhance the contractions that